Welcome to another episode of the Angels Positivity and Love Show. Incredible guests the world over with amazing experiences, big hearts, and they're quite often giving service to others. We love having very special guests back on, and in fact, as much as they can handle for as many years as they can handle. And the same goes for the audience. I don't think the audience ever gets tired of an amazing guest. That's who we've got today, coming to us from the state of Washington in the northwest part of the U.S. She's a show host, author, very successful author, award-winning book, Reiki Master. I'm going to say spiritual teacher and just general healer. She's been through a lot, done a lot, seen a lot, knows a lot, but doesn't know a lot. Stays open enough to be able to help others. And so that's what makes Paula Vail so special. Thank you very much, Paula, for coming back on the show. It's always a delight to see you again.
Oh, thank you, Michael. And as always, I am so honored.
Well, it's again good to see you, and you've always got a lot going on. I know there's a possible entertainment related project, but we'll wait on that to when there's more developments. But your show, it's in the Southern California market um, at KMET online, but it went to the television side as well now, and I think it's on
Yeah.
Sundays if I got it right.
Yes. AM radio and television.
Well,
Yeah.
congratulations on that. And you've had a long, long run with it, and you've had amazing guests on. And thank you for having me on as well. Let's jump to $1 trillion question. If this is a game show, what do you think is going on with planet Earth right now? You've had some decades to just look at, quote, life, society, country relations. There's a lot of complexity going on. Do you feel like it's a little bit heightened as maybe laundry gets aired? Is there a higher frequency coming in? Do you feel like this is kind of like doing the laundry overall to get things clean?
There is a lot going on, and I see what it's triggering and what vision I have is this is going to be a time where love and caring and inspiration is going to be shared. It's something that there's more need of it now than ever. And I believe that is going to come through. We have our angels guiding us. We have the coming out of good, caring people. And now is a time that I believe is gonna trigger more love and caring in the world.
And who have you felt has really been sending messages out? Are there big names, authors, or spiritual teachers you've enjoyed taking a peek at lately that you feel like they're right on target?
Um, I many book authors that I've interviewed recently are just their messages of love and inspiration and perceptions. Um, like just Monday, I interviewed Robin Vogel, who wrote the book Come Back to Love. I mean, a lot of that is coming out now and is happening. And then I feel the support of, the archangels, Jesus, Mother Mary. There are moments where I'm outside and it's like I just feel like I'm being hugged. And that's a clear message. And they are with all of us. And I think that's a really beautiful thing.
And just share with us a little bit about your skills, how you work, whether in the past you used to see light on people when you were doing Reiki, or it's another way now. You see auras on folks during a business meeting. You hear stuff. Is it dream time? You get visions. You tune in one way, you tune in another. Or how has it morphed over the years or expanded?
It's I've I've always, and it's expanded more, very into feeling the energy. And you can feel a person's energy. You can You can feel an animal's energy, but feeling the energy, and that can make such a difference. You can, when giving Reiki, I could feel the energy of that person. I could feel, with offering them Reiki and putting them in a Reiki bubble, and you just feel their beautiful energy expanding and taking it in, and it's beautiful. And I have experienced things such as in Sedona, Arizona, where I sit, where a vortex is. And I can even show you the picture. I was sending long distance Reiki with my feet in the water. This water comes from the vortex, this river. And I stood up, and my friend who has a camera, old-fashioned camera, took the picture. We didn't see it, but then there it was on the camera in the picture, all this violet light, which I believe was an archangel giving a message. I mean, so much of that. And I see things in the clouds, cloud that looks like an angel, or, and there's so much of that out there for us when we just stay aware and watch for it. We can receive a lot of guidance and messages, I believe.
Well, and I'm going to ask you a two-part question on how to keep it simple. First is, how do you keep it simple daily or during the week to make sure you're giving enough time to yourself for self-love, for self-care, for rebooting, or for starting afresh? And then what's your advice to others for different ways to keep their batteries charged?
I start my morning with a morning prayer, calling in the archangels and Jesus, Mother Mary, and that starts my day. And then I always make a point to think of, no matter what I'm going through, and if I'm having struggles, think of something I'm grateful for. Because gratitude affects our energy. And when we focus on something, it could be as simple as having food in the refrigerator, that we're grateful for, or a bed to lay our head on. But when we do that and we focus on that and put that out there, that raises our energy, our vibration, that grows, and that actually attracts more that we can be grateful for. So I believe just that positive energy, when we can take a moment and focus on something we're grateful for and positive or thankful for, it's just going to expand. And we have the beautiful choice of what we are going to focus on and expand as we go through the day.
And for the person out there who's like, well, wait a second, for me focusing on, or how am I going to spend my energy, or visualization, can you do baby steps with people right now and just find a way, whether it was one or the other or all three? Can you just take a person through just some sort of a basic bit of advice on how to get started? It's obviously each person is great however they do it, but some people need a little shove into the pool. And so, can you give us a little shove somehow and show us what we're talking about?
Maybe just give yourself a few moments to do something like stand outside, look at some water, look at some trees, listen to the birds, give yourself maybe a little of your favorite music. Give yourself a happiness tool that is something that makes you happy, and take a few moments to just put everything else aside and breathe and take in this happiness trigger that you are giving yourself right now, this peace that you're giving yourself right now. Because everything is in this moment. We have what happened yesterday. We have what we want to do forward. But right now is this moment, and we only have it once. So to give ourselves a few minutes and something that makes us happy and just appreciate that and enjoy it, I think is a great first step.
Let's take it up a couple levels or a lot of levels here, and let's have you talk about happiness and how it's a do-it-yourself project. There's a lot of people out there, organizations, countries, this, that, wellness programs, and everything that are always telling you, bombarding you with how it is, and you need to buy into the way they're telling you. And I think you're pretty good at helping a person hone in on their own organic method of allowing and being happy. Can you take us sort of what you just described, but at a broader level? How is it a do-it-yourself project? How is all of life and your flows? How is it, if you pay attention more, it tends to work out smoother?
Yes. I would say, begin with that gratitude. Take the time to give yourself, the gift of your happiness triggers. And then give yourself a few moments every day of just, what am I grateful for in me? What do I love about me? Think of something that you love about yourself. And feeling that is going to make a difference. And that's going to take a step with how you proceed through the day and how you look at things. Because it's so easy to love outside ourselves and love this and love that and kind of neglect loving ourselves. And to realize we have so much love inside us and we are surrounded by so much love. And so just that realization can change so much in the steps we take forward and how we feel.
Okay, and no pressure here, but let's do a full stop and spin the twister wheel. If we could have you just close your eyes, put your hands out, and allow the moment to take over, let archangels come in. Maybe you're going to get something, maybe you feel something, but we're going to show how simple it is to take 15, 30 seconds. Paula Vail, if I'm sorry to put you on the spot, but I will tell another dad joke. What's the only flower found on the human face? Answer, iris. I normally say tulips, but she's heard that one before. But if you'll go quiet for a second, just see what comes in. You never quite know. And the worst that happens is you get a laugh because you're like, oh boy, I tried too hard. But so, Paula, we'll go quiet for 30 seconds, or I'll do a public service announcement. Let my voice be like a cocktail party chatter. If it's Nantucket, 7 p.m. in July, and the first time you're on the island, it's the salt air putting you out. 7 o'clock, you're out like a rock. You're hearing people talk around you. You can't keep your eyes open. The lids get heavy. But my public service announcement is just folks, subscribe, like, share, comment. What have you enjoyed about Paula, what she shared so far, or just about the show series in general? If you take a step with us, let us know. We get plenty of people who are like, oh, I smelled sage smoke, or I saw the energy, or I saw auras. An emoji counts if you're shy. That still helps other people find the show. And in a second, we'll ask Paula what she's experiencing getting out of the blue. If you allow, ask, and receive, it tends to work out. And it's kind of like a date, a pay raise, vacation. If you don't ask, you don't get. You got to put yourself out there a little, and out there is really your heart. With that, I bought Paula Vail as much time as I could. Paula, come back when you will.
Wow.
What'd you get
Yes.
just now?
When we ask and we put that out there, put trust. Trust is huge. If I ask for a certain manifestation, you don't want to say, I hope. I may not. That puts doubt in it. Trust, allow it. You can even say, put it out there and feel it. So it is, so be it, it is done. And trust. Trust is huge in our manifestations and our positivity and pulling into our lives what we want. And also what we want, as we put that out there, we may receive something that we had not even imagined. There are manifestations and blessings, people that can come into our lives, and things happen that we had not even imagined. So have your hand open for that. Just, allow it, but trust and accept over doubt and worry is a huge step.
And maybe we can do the archangels. I'm going to put up a photo of four archangels, but there's people out there who have received, they've tried putting it out there, and then they get a different set of data points than what they were expecting. Maybe archangels and you can explain why everything is always perfect how it is. Everything is your instruction. But maybe there's another way you could rephrase it with the help of Michael, Gabriel, Raphael, Uriel. I grabbed a Sure Shot camera early on, and other people could take the photos. You can just see with your eyes open, eyes closed. So if you want to close your eyes at home, see a little bit of light come in, ask for a hug. What about like they say experience is what you get when you don't get what you want. There's another way to do it like Thich Nhat Hanh or some others. You're always getting an amazing optimum experience, even if you don't know it. But can
Mhm.
you dive in deeper here with four archangels and explain how unfolding happens in life, why it's all good?
Yes, and so true what you said, how experience can be good, but it's all good because it can be a different path. You can get sent down a different path, but it can be this beautiful path that takes you beyond what you're wishing for. And don't be afraid to follow a different path because, life's, I call it, this physical body, we're on this life's highway. And our higher self is with us always in every lifetime. But if we end up turning and going down a road we didn't expect, be open to that, accept it, and allow it, and move forward and let that go and just continue step by step and knowing that you're guided and you're cared for.
Well, I think I've got a few quotes that I'm going to read out loud from angels, Native American chiefs that relate to exactly what you were just saying. But maybe we can get a part two and have you keep going after I've read some quotes here. Stop looking at things in the world and in life as, quote, how you can control their outcomes and release. Slow down to enjoy the present moment, not the task or result. Not that if you can enjoy, the task, if it's dusting or something and you can get into it, great. Besides enjoying the moment, remember to laugh a lot as much as you can too. Slowing down helps kindle compassion and creates joy. And here's what I was working towards: the work along the path leads to compassion and joy. I kind of like that one. And compassion
Uh-uh.
itself brings success. So it's kind of flipped. We're like a donkey in a cart, and then there's a carrot on a stick out in front. I'm not sure if we're the cart, the donkey, or the carrot. Maybe you can make sense of all these quotes. Tell us more.
Oh, those are all fantastic quotes. Yeah, they're fantastic. Like compassion. When we show compassion and kindness and love and, not expecting anything back, oh my gosh, we really get so much from that act of compassion. We it opens up so much. Compassion and caring is huge of what it opens. And yeah, let go of controlling. Well, I have to control this is the way I go. No, let that go. Be open to new paths. Be open to new experiences or meeting new people or circumstances that can happen. They can open up to something you'd never imagined. So many great quotes there, Michael.
And I'll do a quote I've been sitting on for 14 years. It's going to be part of a kid's book. So I never get to do these quotes, but I also can't do the kids book just yet. Likes and dislikes. An angel named Abe, the Abraham of old, gave this definition about likes and dislikes, and I think it's still tied into what we're talking about here. He said, try not to label something as a like or dislike. Accept everything as it is and be surprised with what you discover. And I think that ties into what you were just saying. So let's have you keep going here, but I will put up joy in four archangels because they might just have a little energetic twist. It might be a high vibe cotton candy feeling that comes through you, and then you're like, oh, yes, let me take it this direction.
Oh, I'm getting yes, yes, yes. Accept and be open to what is going to come, to what's going to come to you and the path you're going to take. Don't regret it. Don't stop. Be open to the past. So many wonderful things that can come in the direction we can go. I got a yes, yes, yes.
And I'll do a couple more of the quote things because I think it's inspiring. As
Yes.
kids, we knew there were no limits in life. We were ready to climb that tree, become an astronaut, president of the United States, what have you. I mean, we didn't know the definition of limits. We always were being told, hey, stop doing that, this, that, get out of the pool, time to go. Because we were just full bore forward on everything. And then as an adult, you learn better not. And there's a lot of externals, PTSD, trauma. Somebody passed away, you got fired from a job, you don't have a job. I mean, financial pressures, health, you name it, a gajillion reasons not to be here. So, with that, talking about all the contrast on the planet, here's one quote. In the end, love is what shows us life in different colors, how to appreciate it all. Here's another one from a NASA astronaut, Story Musgrave. He said, getting out of the comfortable path, that's what exploration is all about. And then
Mhm.
we'll do one more. Learn to take life really one moment at a time. Let's get you back on the saddle here to tell us more about how it ain't about what we think it is. It's about less thinking.
Yes, yes, it is. And it's being in the moment, less thinking and allowing. And, we can get so caught up with, I'll be happy when, I'll be happy when this happens, or I get this, but happiness, in my book, I say, true success is a happy heart. That's where
Mm.
our success is. And we already have that success. We have that in our heart. And so letting go of the outside, I'll be happy when, is a huge, huge step. And happiness costs us nothing. It's inside us. We already have it. And it's so easy in life to say, I'll be happy when I accomplish this. We can have that right now and taking it step by step, trusting, allowing, and enjoying the moment that we're here.
Dan Millman's book, Way of the Peaceful Warrior, about his life in the late 60s. I think it was Berkeley. I always get it wrong. His University of California, whatever. He was a gymnast, and it got made into a movie around 2006 with Scott Meklowitz, Nick Nolte, Amy Smart. You think it's a sports film, but it's more like Karate Kid or even just a straight out spiritual movie. And you've got Dan himself unhappy, but he doesn't know it. So it's a little bit like LA Story with Steve Martin. He's writing in the fog on the glass. He's like, I'm unhappy, but I didn't know it. He's an LA meteorologist to name another film. And so there's Dan. He's got the girls, the grades, the stature. He's a gymnast. He doesn't know he's going to go on to the Olympics. He doesn't know he's going to win the NCAA thing. In fact, he gets into a motorcycle accident and told he's never going to walk again. He's practically kicked off the team. He has to have a comeback. The universe steps in to get him to pay attention because the one thing is he knows way too much. He has zero room for learning and zero room for allowing for anything but rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat. And so at the very beginning, a gas station attendant who's really an angel coming down to help him out, but it's more like a Mr. Miyagi figure there to help him. Crazy stuff in this film. But at one point, he goes, I'll be happy when exactly what you said. And I think it was like winning the whatever, proving to his dad this. So at the beginning of the film, there he is saying exactly what you said. And the entire film is the getting out of the brain, discombobulating, but the universe stepped in very directly. And it's a crazy book. The books
Wow.
won't ruin the movie won't ruin the book. But the very end of the film, he's sitting there at the actual competition somewhere, a big one, and his buddy gymnast that we've seen in other stuff is sitting next to him, and he's got the programming of his parents, and he turns and says exactly what Dan said at the beginning of the film. He goes, I'll be happy when, and it's like win the medal and show my dad. The other gym, and now Dan is graduated to a different consciousness level, taking it in. And it's just like humanity, how we all have a brain, we all have fixed points, fixed thinking, but that's not the bigger navigation system. So talk to us about that navigation system. How many tools are in the toolbox? Is it a GPS navigation system? Are we getting help all the time? We just have to actually slow down and pay attention more?
Oh, we are getting help all the time. We can get, just energy and how we feel, messages, and it can be an earth angel, somebody we connect with or open something up. But it's just so much in our power and in us, the ability to do so much. And a big part really is to get out of our head and to feel more and be open to experience more. And these can be experiences that we had not thought about or expected, and some we might not have wanted, but what it can lead us to. So, kind of getting out of our head and getting more into the feel is can be a huge step.
What's one of the ways you love helping people? You're really good at it. A person shows up at your doorstep or online and says, I need help with X, Y, and Z. Are there certain types of clients you turn away and say, nah, it's not really me, but I'm good at this? When do you engage? Do you always engage? And how do you love to help people?
I I I've never turned anyone away, and I've always loved just sharing some kindness, and it's been, from Reiki and more. I'll give an example. This morning I was at Walgreens and I came out and I saw this young girl. I think she was homeless. I went back in and I bought some food and something to drink and took that to her. I mean, one little step can, and that brings me joy, helping others. And there's been people over the years that, a relative might have brought them for Reiki and they're like, oh, and that's okay. The Reiki is just loving, beautiful healing energy. It's very scientifically backed. Our energy field is everything. It tells our DNA what to do. And they end up going, oh my gosh, I'm not hurting. I'm not hurting like I was. I mean, it's a beautiful thing to be able to share. And so I've really been passionate and love being a Reiki practitioner. But kindness and caring and love can be a huge thing, and and gratitude and what that opens up for us vibrationally and how it raises our own vibration is huge and really just beyond words. And when I wrote my Why Am I So Happy book, I shared challenges in my life, but I did it to share with others, you're not alone. We all experience challenges, but you are loved, you're cared about, and you can be happy. You can move through that. And that's my goal and with my show as well, is to just be a positive, caring energy in the world. I was a premature baby, less than 3 pounds. The doctor told my parents I wouldn't survive the night. And here I am. So I am grateful and I want to share kindness.
And you've shared a lot of different stories on the other appearances, which are listed below this video, all the other different spots you've appeared on this series or the APL Spotlight series. But I wanted to have you go back to those without naming a specific one. You've realized that, there's different life stages. A life stage could be 2 days, 2 hours, 2 weeks, 2 years. Depends how much we're supposed to pay attention, we're not paying attention. And sometimes there are long lessons. It takes a while. And sometimes you don't even know what the lesson was and you graduate to the next life stage. With all that, can you really gently try to let the audience know, for those who are still trying to figure this out, they're grasping something here, they're grasping what almost can't be grasped. Can you give them some advice about how it is all working in your benefit in a mysterious way?
Yeah. Um, well, I'll give an example of something that really turned my mindset and attitude when I was young. I was in junior high and I was shy and I was getting bullied. And I didn't know why, didn't know what I did wrong. Later, years later, someone apologized at a high school reunion and I said, "Why did you?" And they said, "Because you were shy and nice and it was easy." But anyway, I was getting bullied and I was like, just beyond myself. I don't know what to do. I'm scared and what's wrong with me? And then I came to realize it's not me at all. That's what they have going on. And I made a decision, love me or don't. I'm just gonna be Paula. And that set me free. And I have had that attitude my entire life. I'm just gonna be me. I'm gonna be that girl that dances in the grocery store when there's a good song on. I'm gonna be me, love me or don't. And that actually set me free and made me realize it isn't about doing what others, expect of you and think it. Be yourself and love yourself and take a lot of joy in that.
Okay, I'm gonna do one quote from Archangel Uriel from like 10 or 12 years ago. I'm gonna put up two angel photos one at a time for you to listen to, just for messages for all of us, very short, succinct. And then I'm gonna have you do the same thing you just did, which is explain angels to us. But by having, some other stuff, we're gonna pivot for a brief moment. It'll kind of reset everything and give you a fresh canvas to work from if you're a painter. Okay, here's Archangel Uriel just saying, if more people would listen, less conflict would result in any given situation. That was just to clear the decks. Here's an angel named Joy. You've certainly met her before. What does Joy have as a simple reminder for us all?
Listen, be aware, and be open to messages and signs and things that are out there for you and know you're loved.
Beautiful. And I'll put up Charlotte, and then we're going to have you try to describe angels. Good luck with that. I think I spent 2 years trying to figure out angels a long time ago, like 12, 14, 15 years ago, and I got this far. They exist, trust that it's so, and your answers and more will come. But you're going to do a better job than that. Okay, here's Charlotte. What's Charlotte saying to all of us? And just a reminder for folks, she's kind of like your third grade teacher. If you're watching from Canada, third form, not the mean one who allowed the school bullying or sent you to the principal's office. The one that has, words of wisdom meant to help you expand. That's Charlotte.
Oh, oh, I feel me, she says. Feel me, feel the other angels. We are there. Feel us every day and know that we're there. You can talk to us. You can ask us things and we're there.
And
Just feel it and allow it.
can you put both hands up, feel her energy, and then describe what you're feeling? And folks at home, this is a chance. If you need to hit pause after Paula talks, hit pause on this photo. I'll try to leave it up and motionless. And feel what you can feel. Do not judge. Paula, what are you feeling right now, either on your body, left hand, right hand, both hands?
My hands are, should I describe it, vibrating, feeling the energy of Charlotte,
Oh, and
feeling
each person feels and does it differently. The whole point of this is
yeah,
it's your life, your heart, your
yeah,
sensory stuff. You got to do it your way.
yes.
It's a Burger King
And
commercial from the
yeah,
80s. Have it your way. Okay. Now, talk to us about angels. What do we need to know again?
that they are around us, they are with us, and they give us messages. I've seen clouds that look like angels. You might find a feather right in front of your car door, or all those are messages from angels or possibly even past loved ones. They give us messages. But be open to that because there is a lot of messages, numbers, seeing repeating numbers. I see that all the time. We are getting messages all the time. So kind of have fun in watching for those and then just go, oh, thank you. Have fun with that and know that we are all surrounded and we are all connected energetically. And that's a really beautiful thing to celebrate.
I'm going to light some sage in a second, blow the sage, but I want to set up a question scenario, and I'll try to do it this way with this much prefacing. We all have this intuitive voice. Thomas Magnum, the original Magnum PI TV series with Tom Selleck, used to talk about his intuitive, voice that kind of was Spidey sense, if it's Spider-Man. His little voice, it was a very spiritual show, believe it or not, but his little voice would tell him, I don't know about that situation, or I knew better, and then he would turn around or whatever. So that little voice, I'm going to plant this before we do the sage, and then we're going to have you share something from your life. This is a new question. You've never gotten it before, I don't think anywhere. So that voice, you think it's you, and I'd say at least 30, 50, 55% is you, your higher self, your soul talking to you. But your grandmother and your guardian angel and 100 other angels and Mother Teresa and Jesus, Mary, Muhammad, Buddha, somebody, unconditional love figure wants to reach you, you will freak out if it was your grandmother's voice coming in the middle of driving the LA freeway. You probably skid off the road, go seek psychiatric help, never drive again. Okay, so the point of this is they got to do it gently. They're not here to interfere. And so you think it's your voice. You think it's only the good ideas. Don't jump in that other Jag, steal someone's car and go 120 miles down the road or 150 kilometers an hour. So with that, that's the preface for the question. When did you get something somewhere where now that you look back, it was definitely angel speaking, but boy, at the time it sure sounded like Paula Vail. I'll buy some time by lighting sage, blowing
Um,
sage. You're going to get sage through the screen at home. But if you want to go cray cray wild or letting go no limits, catch flowers, catch ocean. Close your eyes and get an ocean breeze in the room. Paula, is all that stuff possible?
yes,
Okay, here we
yes, it
go.
is.
Set your intent, and that's however it rolls. That's the only thing I do try to teach. I'm trying to think of what I say. Oh yeah, ask angels to make it nice. It's as simple as, hey, angels, get me out of my head into my heart. Help me smell sage. Amen. Rock and roll. Thank you. Om Sai Ram. It's got to be your way of setting your intent. Paula, you're in Washington State. Are you already catching sage now?
Yes.
And then ask for something else so we know you're getting extra. What are you getting now for feeling, sense, smell?
Oh, I'm just feeling the connection, the sage on the planet. We're connected to all of it, to the animals, to the angels. And it's a reminder how that can just penetrate, just smelling something like the sage and smelling that and taking that inside your body is a reminder of how connected we are.
Now, I can remember one person said, all this stuff is contrived. It's not what it's all about. But on the other hand, it's opening openness, being in your heart, allowing more, and getting out of your own way. So you're not measuring everything and trying to regulate it and say what is, what isn't. So maybe you can address the same thing goes on with we have what we call thinking, but we also have the intuitive voice. We've got stuff that feels
Mhm.
good. We suddenly get goosebumps. We just feel like it could be the actual grandmother next to you giving you a hug or your dog.
Yeah.
So take us through that, but then digress to a moment where now when you look back, you know you were getting influenced big time. You were getting a lot of help. At the time you thought it was your own thinking. So give us the hindsight is 2020 thing, the rear view mirror, it's real easy to know now. Give us one of those scenarios in life where you know you were getting help.
Oh, intuition and knowing, I mean, it's there and keeping our intuition. Um, when I was a teenager, I experienced my dear Uncle Ernie's passing, who I adored him. He was a big part of my life, and I was so angry at the world. And I actually considered killing myself. And I know this message came from the angels. It was just all of a sudden, it come to me, stop the anger and be grateful you had him in your life.
Mm.
You're so blessed to have him in your life. And I did this shift from angry, I'm not going to go on, to how lucky, how blessed I was to have this good person in my life. And it gave me a whole different perspective, that with the bad things, the challenges, they're gonna make me more grateful for the good things. It's left and right.
Now, people know all about pets, and I always argue that if you think listening to angels is difficult, start at home with your dog. And right in front of you, there's dog owners who are like, I know what that dog's thinking. It's not just the
Yes.
licking the lips, they want another treat or they've worked you a little. Deer consciousness, they lick their lips if you're regularly throwing them carrots. They're like, hey, I'm ready, buddy, feed me. So there's something going on there where it's just listening is listening and hearing is hearing. Um, I'm going to put up my dog as a volunteer. She crossed the Rainbow Bridge last October. She's named after the angel Joy. And if it's an NFL game, if anyone's ever watched American football, the players who went to Ohio State and they do the little intros, they show a football player, offense, defense. They also say what university they went to. You'll know the NFL player said, John Smith, the Ohio State. Okay, so that's very specific to that one university. No other university, when it's an NFL game, ever gets quite the intro with the Ohio State. It's a racket. So Ohio State fans, bravo. Here's my dog, and since there's Joy the Angel, and she was named after Joy the Joy the Angel suggested the name Joy, name her after me. When Joy comes in, she goes Joy the dog, and like Ohio State. Now here's Joy to show one photo. And then I'll show whichever way this goes. There's Joy another way with Paisley. Whoop. And hold on. I just want to show one more as soon as I figure out how this works. And there she is with the dolphin smile.
Oh, so adorable.
But she's been showing up back here for people. She brushed a leg the other day. She's in dreams. She's around. I go for my runs and she's like, Hi, Daddy, I'm running with you. Can we use her as kind of like a dolphin figure here, but a dog, for a little advice to practice with your own pets or nature? If you've got deer coming up to the fence, you love feeding them, but why not take a second to pay attention a little more and hear, the little baby hummingbird that says, fly straight, fly straight. My mommy told me to fly straight. If you would just pay attention 2% of 2% more. So, which photo did you like? Did you like the dolphin one real up close? Did you like this one?
Oh, I love it. I love it.
Just hear Joy speak with you. If you want to close your eyes, or you can see her by my Peloton bike, you can close your eyes and have her come in. She showed up in someone's light field. I was doing this for somebody on a panel. I can't say who, but they sent me a private note saying, I saw your dog Joy instead of Jesus's face the last panel they were on. They got my dog, and so Joy is participating. She's not an angel, but I mean, she's unconditional love. So with that, which way do you want it? Eyes closed, eyes open in the background, or would you like here? Or would you like a little extra helping prop?
Mm.
Hear a message from Joy the dog to all of us on how to just keep it easy and simple. It's that easy.
Oh, yeah. Just think of my smile, keep it easy, and I'm around. I'm around. Joy is watching. Joy is loving. And the message is keep that smile, keep that gratitude in the moment.
Okay, now we'll put Joy the angel back up for you. And what's her additional reminder to put kind of a Hershey's kiss on what Joy the dog just said?
Joy's message is I'm here, I'm giving messages, and think about your pets or the animals in nature and what's out there. You're getting messages all the time. You're surrounded, you're not alone.
And so our hearts are really big. It's what lights you up first, but sometimes you can broaden it. Like if you only get excited about buying avocados at the supermarket, pretty soon it might be contagious. It could be the cantaloupes, it could be the oranges. Who knows how far you can go in the fruits and vegetables. Talk to us a little more about That's the whole point. Get excited, get some enthusiasm, find a way to lift your energy or ask the universe to help you lift your energy. You're really good at that. That's why your book, Ask Me Why I'm So Happy, has done so well. A lot of book awards, a lot of festivals have acknowledged it. And I mean, it's been out for a while now, and you've got, I'm going to guess, 20 awards or so for the book by now. But talk to us about that whole je ne sais quoi. It's the joie de vivre. It's the what you put in is what you get back. And it doesn't mean you have to immediately be the Energizer Bunny, but that if you'll just get out of your own way, you'd be surprised at how much you start growing again.
Yes, yes, so true. And you can take steps. But yeah, get out of your way and let your energy just expand. And that can be, one of the happiness triggers, or doing something you enjoy, or, just have some fun, have more fun, and get excited. And it's just going to change the vibration around you. And that is going to escalate and take you up those stairs. It's there for us.
Okay, now this one, I've got six angels. I can count properly. You don't have to listen to them all. You don't have to meet them all. You've already met them, I think. There's Min, very watery, the orange one. There's Lucy, who's patience, the white one. There's Claire, who's resilience. And I'm going to hold these three up. Can you just pick one out of these three? Claire, which one out of these three? Min and Lucy.
Um, I'll go with Lucy.
Okay. And then I have three more, and you're going to pick two from this group. I couldn't hold them all, so we got to start selecting. Yeah. I got a Mac, don't call her Mackenzie, Green, Plants, Animals, Nature, Rebecca, who support Archangel Michael. Which two of these would you like?
Archangel Michael and Mac.
Okay. And now we've got Lucy, Mac, and Michael. If you can just lock these three in and let them be our guides here, we're going to blame those three for all the energy coming in just a second. Don't blame Canada. Don't blame angels. Just allow. I'm going to put up both hands. And if you could put up both hands, only love and above, not my bill paying side, anything else. Feel what you can feel at home. Don't judge. Just be in your heart. Take a deep breath. Exhale like a whale if you need to clear the decks. What are you feeling first at a base level?
I feel them around us and sharing a message for all of us that we just need to be aware and stay tuned. And the message is we are around you. We're here. We love you. You can talk to us. You can ask us for guidance and support. We are here for you.
And I'm going to blow through the microphone. It'll look like I'm cheating at ping pong. I'll have two paddles here instead of the usual one, but it's not, I'm not going to get in trouble for it. Two paddles, or I'll look like a swan with two wings pushing. So I'm going to push a lot of angel light, a love and above. Again, no try Yoda here. Maybe I'll do Yoda's voice if Paula's eyes are closed. Here comes the first whoosh. I'll do a big inhale because my microphone usually filters out a lot of sound. Okay, here it goes. And Paula Vail in Washington State. Did you just get a little extra boost of light and love and energy or something?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Can you put words to it? Sorry to put you on the spot, but what'd you get?
Vibration, energy.
We'll do it again in just a second. Let's go big or go home. You might be at the office, so I can't say you're already home, so we have to go big, but let's go big anyhow. Here comes another one. No two have to be the same. Hear from Michael that it won't be the same. It'll be da, 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 da. He'll put words to it. Here it comes. And what'd you get that time?
He said, as well as myself, so many are with you and around you, sharing love and messages and support.
And we'll do one more, and then 500 tapings in about a year or two of whooshing like this. I don't think we've ever done it this way. You're going to get a third whoosh. If you could ask for a lot of angels, or at least Michael as your point person, to give you one final reminder, uplifting message before we start to wind up. But here's the kicker. Ask for a lot of light on your eyelids, and even when you open your eyes afterwards, you catch a little bit of light around the room. Ask for extra. It's like double mint gum or those other commercials you see. If you don't ask, you don't get. Forget the pharmaceutical company ones. They all look happy in those, but the disclaimers, oy vey. Okay, here comes that whooshing. Love and above. Paula, just give us a yes. Are you ready for a little extra fun?
Yes.
Okay, here it comes. And catch light on the eyes at home. If you need to play this over again, if you need to go jump in the pool, hug the dog, walk the dog, no phone. Truly get out of your head, into your heart. That's where you receive all with a capital A. Paula Vail in Tacoma. What did you just get for that third one? Did you get a little light on the eyes as well?
I did. And the message I got was shine. You are shining. You are all shining. And let your shine continue and grow and expand because you are shining and we are seeing your shine.
And see sparkles around you in the room as you open your eyes. Get surprised.
Ooh,
Get surprised by your own shining crowd of angels when you're ready.
thank you.
And I'll do one final photo. Audrey Hepburn, how could we do a show without her? Have her inspire you for closing this out. You've been a show host for a very long time now. You've been a guest on a lot of shows. You know how to close a show out. But here's Audrey. She's wonderful. We know photographs cannot move. It's a fact. And yet they can totally move. So toss out what you know just for 5 seconds. All your thinking will come flying right back in. Trust me, thinking's not going away for all of us. I'm going to quote Charlotte. She just said 10% less thinking daily is the Olympic gold medal. Um, and I don't know what that comes out to 2 hours and 30 minutes a day. Put your feet up and relax. Okay, here's Audrey's photo. Let her eyebrow go up, wink, smile, shoulder waggle, hands move, catch a perfume from Paris or Milan. But let her inspire you for a final message for us all. And get a couple beautiful hugs. Feel a small, elegant hand of hers on your back. In the center of your back, let her pass light through you. Whoop, screensaver. And allow, no try Yoda. I can do Yoda's voice. I've done it on the show like 25 times now. Here we go. Do not. There is no try. And if you're laughing, you're letting go. It's why I do so much humor, dad jokes. There's a little teeny micro population out there that's like, doesn't like those. They're like, you're doing children's book spirituality, but it's okay. Laughter's love, letting go is love is love. You know, belief is power. So where are you going to put yourself? Okay, Paula Vail, I bought as much time as I could. What did you and Audrey come up with for a parting message for all of us?
Oh, doing things that we love brings us feeling loved, and our feeling loved expands love that others are going to feel as well.
I love it. Checkers, chess, jumping in puddles, not when lightning bolts are out. Don't blame the show. And thousands or tens of thousands of other activities. You knew it as a kid how to be happy without trying. And I'll end it at this
Yeah.
end with you can be happy now in this very moment without a single reason. That's also the rub, though. What will you allow for more
I
daily?
love it.
Paula Vail, you live and embody this stuff, and that's why your book, "Ask Me Why I'm So Happy," is found so many hearts out there and done well at so many book
Thank
festivals.
you, my dear friend.
Thank you for being on the show and
You're
being a wonderful
awesome.
guest as usual.
Hugs and blessings.